Another one of our premier matches of the night here at 76 kilos. A pair of former world teamers, Kylie Welker, world medalist. And these two have gone back and forth, Victoria.
Yes, 3 matches going to Welker, 2 to Dymond Guilford. One of my favorite things about Kylie's wrestling is just that her hard, heavy hands. Every time she puts her hands on you, she makes you feel them and she moves you.
Absolutely, and for Dymond Guilford, she's going to want to close the distance and, if possible, get to her underhook. That's where she's really good. Kylie.
There she is, going straight into that underhook. That's what I was, for Dymond to win this series, I think she has to get to her underhooks over and over and over. That's where she has the most success.
Absolutely, and it's that snap right there from Welker that has been so effective in this matchup in the past. But Guilford's got a couple wins, including a come-from-behind victory over Kylie Welker. These two actually wrestled in this building at Final X in a true third match a couple years ago. Welker had to come from behind to win that one.
Right. We'll see more of the short offense. I expect to see more of the short offense from Welker, and like we mentioned, the underhooks to singles from Dymond, and also underhooks up to the upper body.
Kylie Welker already had success on the senior level, but really part of this new wave of young women's wrestlers that I think probably Coach Terry Steiner thinks is going to be around for a while.
I'd agree with him. And another Iowa wrestler, just a really great training room they have at the Iowa Hawkeye program.
Shot from Welker. She's got the leg elevated and really good timing. Going to go off the mat right before Welker was about to be warned for passivity. And so not only was she not warned for passivity, she gets the point on the step out. Great execution of that shot.
Exact same shot from Dymond.
Yeah, she's
high single.
Got the leg elevated. See if she can capitalize, maybe take Welker out of bounds, or even better finish. And Welker with the whizzer, and they're going to go off the mat. One blue, and I think that's the right call. Welker did maybe eventually get Guilford's knee down to the mat, but not before she'd already stepped out. So 1-1.
Both these wrestlers using that high single to their advantage.
Yeah, nice low-risk attack.
You tend to see it more at the upper weights, maybe just a little bit taller, with more legs available. At 50 kilos, it's got to get deep underneath those legs.
Absolutely, and there's Welker going back to that snap. And the harder she is and the more often she's snapping, the more likely one of these is to go. And the way it works with snaps, anybody that's wrestled knows, I mean, the longer the match goes on, the more effective those snaps become.
Definitely, and Kylie does a good job of building up the pressure first and then getting a nice clean snap off.
We'll see if she gets to it in this match, but the really nice execution for Kylie Welker is that angle she's able to create after the snap.
Yep, she runs corner, quick and explosive. Dymond's doing a really good job actually of not giving her too much pressure back for Kylie to be able to get to her snaps. She's kind of just holding position and backing out versus over pressuring, where, you know, Kylie historically has been able to make Dymond's hands touch the mat and get behind.
Seen Dymond going to that collar tie a little more, and there it is again. And when we were talking about this matchup earlier, you mentioned, you know, she doesn't often score from there, but less likely to get snapped by Kylie Welker when she's in that collar tie.
Yes. But for me, Dymond's offense has come from her underhook, so I'm like, don't even mess around in the collar tie. Just get back to your underhooks, and but we'll see. I'm sure she has a plan.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've already mentioned Sarah Hildebrandt, but she's in the corner for Dymond Guilford, and got to imagine that extra brain power and that extra level of game planning is going to help.
Definitely. Look at Sarah's intensity. I love seeing Sarah in the corner for these girls, these women.
Yeah, sometimes, you know, you see that transition from athlete to coach take a little while, but not with Sarah.
No, that makes me so happy just for Team USA in total, knowing that one of the best wrestlers in our country has now dedicated herself and her life path to the next generation.
Yeah, she doesn't do anything halfway.
No.
She's all the way in as a coach. Second period underway. Guilford leads on criteria. It's 1-1.
There she goes. Deep underhook again from Dymond Guilford, working to get her second. Now she has double unders.
She's really threatened Kylie with these double unders in the past. There have been times where she's used double unders to take Kylie near the edge and then has even scored 4 points, and now Welker trying to go big with that overhook. And
previous matches, Kylie hasn't been able to score on that overhook position, but it gets this moving a little bit and starts to maneuver in her favor, get the momentum back in Kylie's favor.
And with that exchange, Welker warned for passivity, just the first one. She's not on the clock yet. Guilford really doing a good job continuing to pressure forward to close the distance. Underhook now for Guilford. This is where she likes to be.
Yeah, and this is the game plan that I thought would work for Guilford. She's continuously digging her underhooks, forcing Kylie to have to defend this position. That also keeps someone off you, right? If they're constantly having to defend your tie, they're not trying to attack you.
Now Welker going to go on the activity clock. There's that high single attempt from Kylie Welker. Couldn't get it locked. Guilford back, now double unders. Welker looks for the headlock. Guilford in decent position to score here, but now we got that whizzer seatbelt position. Body lock, Guilford. Welker trying to force her over. They're on the edge, grounded. Out of bounds.
Ooh, that made my heart race.
That was a fun sequence.
Great job from both ladies there.
Yeah, 2 athletes with a ton of power. And it felt like somebody was going over there.
I thought someone was going for a ride there.
Minute 35 to go. Don't tell neither one of these wrestlers ready to back down. Welker now trying to pressure forward. Now wrestling from space. You see if Welker goes back to the snaps from here.
So Dymond's going to need 1 to win this match on criteria. Did they just give her a push out there?
No, there was an activity clock, but I thought Welker was on the clock.
I thought Welker was on the clock as well. No, it's wrong. I was like, there's no way.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thought my brain was playing tricks on me. No.
Now that's still, yeah, I think Sarah was just worried about that hand across the throat.
Mind.
So
my brain was playing tricks on me.
Yeah, I thought I saw him signal towards Welker for activity, but it was Guilford. So
excuse us.
Welker with the 2-1 lead, and .40 to go. Sarah Hildebrandt letting Dymond Guilford know they need.
Because Dymond's not really wrestling like she needs 1 right now. I wonder if she knows in her head as well. We've seen her pressure a lot more this whole match.
19 seconds. She's looked at that clock a few times. I do wonder if she was a little concerned. And there's
her first attack in the last about a minute. Going back to dig underhooks.
Runs out of time, and Kylie Welker takes match 1, and you can see her saying something in the corner, but in the end, it's Kylie Welker, 2-1 the winner. We'll see match 2 a little bit later on, and Welker wins a tight one.
You can see Sarah calming her wrestler, just telling her to breathe. You know, you got 2 more matches. Win the next one. We'll see what happens in the 3rd.
And she really executed a lot of the game plan she wanted to in that match. Getting